Okay, here you go. Time to get a good laugh in. We've got our props on.
This is cool. I feel,
Yeah, we look kind of like a team right there. I like that. I like that a lot. So Martin Fisher from Science Central, of course, here to do another fun experiment. So what are we blowing things up today?
Why are we wearing safety equipment? We're going to do a chemistry experiment. We're actually going to do something with liquid nitrogen. It was really cold, a week ago. Obviously, you were reporting on it. So I figured what a perfect opportunity to learn a little bit about the science of temperature and the science of cold. Inside of this container, I have something that we use in our demonstrations at Science Central. School groups can book it. Families can see it if they come in today. For example, it's called liquid nitrogen. You know about nitrogen.
That's why I got the gloves.
78% of our atmosphere is made of nitrogen. In fact, everyone at home, go like this. Breathe in some air. Hey, a couple of you didn't do that. I was watching.
They're still waking up.
78% of what you just breathed in is nitrogen as a gas. This stuff is nitrogen as a liquid, and it's 320 degrees below zero Fahrenheit. So when it was cold a couple of weeks ago, do you remember you'd go outside and you start talking to your friends or your kids and you see your breath in the air? What's going on? Well, first, we're going to make sure it really does work. Why don't you go ahead, I'll hold it up, and you're just going to go...
I'll switch spots with you, Adam.
Into the liquid nitrogen.
Oh, I thought you wanted the gloves.
Perfect. Do it again. Oh, excellent. Way to go. So you can see all of that smoke or steam. What's happening is there's dust in the air around us, and there's moisture in our breath. When we breathe out, the moisture hits those dust particles, and it immediately gets cold because of the cold air around us.
Makes sense,
that
okay.
Water condenses or sticks onto the dust particles, and we see smoke or steam in the air.
Wow.
So check it out the next time that you're outside talking to your friend. All right, next experiment. When something gets colder, it becomes harder, denser. The molecules move closer together. I have a rubber nail over here. It's soft and flexible and bends, and if I try to hammer it into this wooden block, nothing happens, not a chance. So I'm going to toss it into the liquid nitrogen. And inside of that jar, that rubber nail is getting colder. And the molecules move a little bit slower and a little bit closer together. It becomes denser. And as it gets denser, it should become harder. So I'm going to go ahead and use these tongs, and very carefully I'm going to remove that rubber nail. Now it's kind of tough to do since it is flat on the bottom and I need to angle it just right. This is one of the tough parts of this experiment. Very carefully hold it, and let's see if I can now hammer it into the block of wood. Oh yeah. Big
now we're awake.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow, yeah.
So when something gets colder, it becomes denser, harder, and it ended up being pounded right into that wood block.
That's cool.
Basic science of temperature and chemistry using our liquid nitrogen. People can see this if they come into Science Central. We even do this as outreach programs. If you're a teacher that's watching and you want us to bring this activity out to your school or community center, give us a call. Hey,
oh yeah, these are for the next.
Yeah,
if you're wondering about what those are for, those are the next interview.
Mardi Gras mood.
You were still partying from last night, right? That's
what I can neither confirm nor deny.
All right, well, we were going to get into what this is about, but we're running out of time, so we'll have to wrap it up. But thanks for coming in, as always, and showing us, and we always got to stay safe. Can't forget about that. You and your family can check out Science Central Wednesday through Sunday. It's located on Clinton Street. We're back with more news and weather after the break.